Hi everyone, welcome to today's Current Affairs Daily Notes. Today's topic is Indian Meteorological Department's Monsoon Forecast for 2019. I'm Ritusha from GKToday and let us begin. So the topics that we'll discuss today are: why is IMD in the news? Why is it important? What is the forecast for 2019? How accurate is the forecast? And what are some possible questions? So let us start with why is IMD in the news? The Indian Meteorological Department or IMD issued its first long-range forecast for the southwest monsoon. While releasing its monsoon forecast, the India Meteorological Department expressed the projected rainfall in terms of long period average or LPA, saying that it was expected to be 96% of LPA. Now the LPA of monsoon season over the country is 89 centimeter, calculate for the period of 1951 to 2000. This is the average rainfall recorded during the months from June to September, calculated during the 50-year period, and is kept as a benchmark while forecasting the quantitative rainfall for the monsoon season every year. So why is it important? We all know India is an agriculture dependent country and rains play a big factor in it. The southwest monsoon, which makes its onset over India around May end, is critical for its over 100 million farmer families. The 4-month rainy season contributes more than 70% of India's annual showers. The forecast will be closely watched as the IMD will also highlight the global impact of El Nino and its effect on this year's monsoon in India. The phenomenon is associated with below normal monsoon rains and droughts. After facing droughts in 2014 and 2015, primarily because of El Nino, the monsoon rains improved in 2016 with India receiving normal rainfall in the 4 months between June and September. In 2017, rainfall was near normal, but the following year it dropped to 91% of LPA. The stakes are high this year as large parts of India including Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are witnessing farm distress. Ultimately, India's economic output will achieve stability only if it's able to escape the vagaries of the monsoon. That cannot happen without improvements in prediction and mitigation. Now, what are some major impacts of monsoon on agriculture which makes it so important? A normal monsoon has a positive impact on the overall economy through intersectoral relations between agriculture and other sectors, both from the demand and supply side. The rains are critical because nearly half of all Indians depend on a farm-based income and 60% of the country's net sown area does not have any form of irrigation. Millions of farmers wait for rains to begin summer or monsoon sowing of major crops such as rice, sugar, cotton, coarse cereals and oilseeds. Half of India's farm output comes from summer crops dependent on these rains. Food prices have a 30% weightage in India's consumer price index. Robust summer rains, which account for 70% of India's total annual rainfall, spur rural spending on most items and increase demand in other sectors of the economy. Rural sales, for instance, account for about 48% of all motorcycles and 44% of television sets sold annually if the monsoon is normal, according to consumer sales data from the Citibank research. Patchy rains tend to stoke food inflation. If the rains are well distributed, this bodes well for the general economy as well as food prices. High food prices do not just cloud growth but also pose a political risk. For good farm output, the rains have to be not just normal but also evenly spread across states. The monsoon also replenishes 81 nationally monitored water reservoirs critical for drinking, power and irrigation. What is IMD's forecast for this year? Now IMD forecasts the category of rainfall, be it for the country, region or month, and the forecast is based on these standardized figures calculated for a period of 50 years. As per the outputs obtained from the weather models, the rainfall is categorized as normal, below normal or above normal. Now normal or near normal is when percent departure of actual rainfall is plus minus 10% of LPA, that is between 96 to 104% of LPA. Below normal is when departure of actual rainfall is less than 10% of LPA, that is 90 to 96% of LPA. Above normal is when actual rain is 104 to 110% of LPA. Now, deficient is when departure of actual rainfall is less than 90% of LPA, and excess is when departure of actual rainfall is even more than 100%. Now, IMD maintains an independent LPA for every homogeneous region of the country. They range from 71.6 cm to 143.83 cm. The region-wise LPA figures are 83 cm for East and Northeast India, 55 cm for Central India, 61 cm for South Peninsular India, 50 cm for Northwest India. Now it puts average of all India figure to 88.75 cm. The monthly LPA figures for the season are 36 cm for June, 92 cm for July, 13 cm for August and 34 cm for September. Now, how accurate are these forecasts? So, IMD's forecast for 2019 directly challenges the prediction of India's only private sector weather forecaster, which is SkyMet. And now, SkyMet's prediction is slightly more pessimistic with a forecast of 93%. Both the IMD and SkyMet have hit the bullseye an equal number of times in the last 6 years. IMD was off the mark in 2014-2015, which turned out to be drought years, and 2018, which narrowly escaped a drought. Now, 2018 was the second below normal monsoon year in a row. However, rains were better distributed than in 2017, with North India for once getting satisfactory rainfall. 12 regions saw deficit. Kerala, however, saw excess rainfall which led to devastating floods. IMD said El Nino conditions are prevailing over the equator, but expects the same to weaken throughout the monsoon season, which lasts between June and September. This will lead to possibility of a normal monsoon. These rains are a crucial source of water supply for agriculture. Nearly 75% of India's annual rainfall occurs during 4 months. Now let us move to possible questions that may be asked. Which is India's only private sector meteorological forecaster? Option A Skynet, option B BlueMet, option C SkyMet, and option D none of the above. The correct answer is of course option C SkyMet. What is the forecast for monsoon in 2019 made by IMD and SkyMet respectively? So first, the percentage that has been forecasted by IMD followed by that of SkyMet. So of course the correct answer is option D, 96% by IMD and 93% of LPA by SkyMet. That's all for this video. If you want to read about Indian Meteorological Department's monsoon forecast for 2019 in more details, simply follow our link in the description below. And if you liked our efforts, please do like, share and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.